He pointed at the bicycle and turned to the judge's table. You think they may take the bicycles?
It's a typical morning at Children's Fresh Air Farm. Classrooms are filled with students reading, writing, and practicing their math skills. This is how their day at camp usually starts.
The first half of the day is academics, and the second half of the day after lunch is extracurricular outdoor activities. So it's a mix of learning and physical activity at the same time.
Children's Fresh Air Farm was established in 1923 and is a ministry of the Independent Presbyterian Church. The camp is primarily funded through private family foundations and was originally designed as an overnight camp, serving low-income children in the Birmingham area. But about 3 years ago, the church began to see a greater need for something more than just a recreational camp.
The church interviewed different community members and different community leaders, and what we found out was that there's still very much need for removing these children from their neighborhoods in the summer. But what they really need also was support for their education. And so we became a summer learning program where we have a 6-week program where we keep the same children the entire 6 weeks in a day camp setting.
And Williams says the camp is catered specifically to children who have shown they need a little extra help.
The way we got the children that we're serving is that they were recommended by reading coaches in 2nd grade that they needed extra help to get on grade level. They weren't really reading on grade level. And our church has a program, actually it's a citywide program, it's called STARE, Start the Adventure in Reading. And so we already had this relationship with the children and their families because they'd been tutored through STARE, and now we're just prolonging and extending the relationship and having the STARE graduates come out to camp.
Teachers at the farm say lesson plans range from writing poetry to playing with math manipulatives to learning how plants grow.
But it comes up out of the ground.
They say this curriculum helps fight summer learning loss and prepares their students for the next academic year.
Kids over the summer said to lose 2 to 3 months of what they learned in the previous grade, and so coming to a summer camp and learning camp keeps their mind engaged, keeps them thinking, and when they come here in the first 3 hours of every day they're learning, we teach them stuff that they already learned, so the stuff that they would have lost they're going to still have when they go into the next grade, so they'll be ready to pick up the information when they go into the next grade and keep going. The teacher doesn't have to review. The teacher doesn't have to worry about, what do they know, what do they not know. Our kids coming from this camp will have the information that they left with still in their back pocket.
And instructors say the kids are still learning even after their academic classes end in the morning. After lunch, they're able to engage in extracurricular activities throughout the farm. And Noto says even though this time is more playful, it's still working to keep the children's minds fresh.
Some of these children have, gardening and teaching them about, how they can grow what they eat and healthy foods, and we teach them, how to stay in shape and how important it is to be active. And, in music, we teach them, coordination skills and how to work as a group and sing songs and do activities and put on a play in chapel. And so it's teamwork and lots of things that are outside the academics that they benefit from.
The camp also takes the children on educational field trips every Friday. So far this summer, they've visited the McWane Science Center, American Village, and the Southern Museum of Flight. Through these field trips, extracurricular activities, and academic lesson plans, Williams says students will leave camp ready for the upcoming school year. And more importantly, she says it's not just the academic need that is met, they'll have everything they need to start class in the fall.
I really believe that for a child to be equipped to go back to school in the fall, they've got to have the basic necessities. And so as a gift from Independent Presbyterian Church, they will return to school with their school supplies for the fall, with a new uniform per child, and with a voucher for new shoes for a child. Just for them to feel like they're involved in the process and they've got the tools and that they're ready to learn. It's two things to me. It's the academics, but it's also that they know they've got what they need to succeed.
And just 3 years in as a learning program, Children's Fresh Air Farm has made sure their students succeed. Williams says testing has shown that their student campers have made 2 months progress in reading and 1 month progress in math in just 6 weeks. For the Southern Education Desk, I'm Erica Lembo.